It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Let's go. 30.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Westbrook-Akine there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tannehill going to throw for it, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. They find some open field here. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Well, surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that'll be caught by Des Fitzpatrick. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Tannehill looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tannehill now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. Now the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Let's go, D.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Tannehill on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Taken in by Pascal out left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Chester Rogers. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Oh, it stays up. Oh, that's gets into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wentz now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again is Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
From the 24, Wentz. Driscoll able to haul that one in. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On play action, Wentz. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 40 yards, and the Colts have taken the lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went off past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Aho. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're playing his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And running with power here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Here we go.
Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine from 21 yards away. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Will send this one away after the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Wentz's throw taken in by Pascal. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Three yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Tannehill throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. Tannehill on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give for Taylor running right side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And a short gain here down to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Taylor again, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run once more with Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Back to throw, Wentz. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Rigoberto Sanchez ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. And he's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A give to Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. On 3rd down, Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. A bad time for a full start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tannehill. Being chased out and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill going to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 7. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 6-0 our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the run, it's McNichols. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down carry for Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Dez Fitzpatrick, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. That is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40. The 20.
Oh, that's the way to run.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
78 yards.
And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Here's Tannehill.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Hines now on the return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
First and 10, Taylor now. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shoot. Watch the shot. Check 15.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's the way. Undercross. Watch twist. Watch the
Play action. Now Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Evans. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Tannehill looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And even 150 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On play action, it's Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Colts on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now, Wentz again. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wentz now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Come on, bring it, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew. And maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away. But down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for Indy. Wentz now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you? Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.